This is Cedar Point, America's greatest theme park. And this is Cedar Point. Wait, that can't be right. All the rides look tiny. No, this is Cedar Point. All I did was recreate every ride, but they're just miniature versions. I tried to make them as close to scale as possible. I cannot wait to show these to you. We're going to do Millennium Force, Top Thrill Dragster, Steel Vengeance, and of course, the new Wild Mouse that's coming out next year. It's going to be awesome. Here we go, the park is open. Yay! Come on in, everybody. Whoa. Come on, slow down, no running. All right, now the first coaster I'm going to show you is, of course, Gatekeeper. This is at the very front entrance of Cedar Point, and here it is. I made sure, as far as scenery goes, to build the keyhole inversion here right above the entrance. I think it turned out pretty good. Alright, next is Blue Streak. Now, if you know anything about Cedar Point, if you've seen pictures of Cedar Point, you're going to know this roller coaster. Blue Streak was opened in 1964 and is actually the oldest operating roller coaster as of today. Of course, I built the iconic roof piece that sits right at the top of the chain lift because you can't build Blue Streak without that. Alright, really quick here, before we go to the next roller coaster, please do me a favor, scroll down, hit that like button. You have no idea how helpful that is in pushing out my videos to other people to see. If you like my videos and you want to support me, that's the easiest way and the most helpful way. So please like this video and let's get this out to more people. Alright, next up is CORKSCREW. Now, this roller coaster is made famous by the triple corkscrew. Now, I didn't build it here because, again, I was just doing miniature versions and the scaling didn't really work out because the corkscrew was like as tall as this drop and I couldn't even really make it go without making it power launch, and it just didn't work, okay? So here's CORKSCREW, miniature version without any corkscrews, but you get the idea. Alright, next up is GEMINI. This is a dueling wooden roller coaster. This is a pretty old one as well. I've actually never ridden it because it doesn't look that fun, but here is the recreation here. Alright, next one is VALRAVN. Now, if you've never ridden a dive coaster, you gotta do it because that holding break where they dip you over the front, it's unbelievable, unreal. VALRAVN's an amazing roller coaster, and they have these extra long cars and open RCT too, so you can really make it look like a true dive coaster. Here's my miniature version of VALRAVN. Alright, next up is Iron Dragon. Alright. Next up, we're going to do RAPTOR. It's a pretty generic inverted roller coaster. It kind of has that Batman layout, although there are some extra inversions here, so it's a really great inverted coaster. You should definitely ride it. And here's my miniature version of it. Next up, we have Magnum XL200, which I'm finding out is a meme coaster for some reason. This roller coaster is on the other side of the railroad tracks right next to Hotel Breakers. It's honestly a really good ride. I've ridden it once. It's pretty famous, but a lot of people don't like it, and I'm not really sure why. Well, anyway, here it is. Next is Maverick, and this is no meme coaster, guys. This is an awesome roller coaster. It's at the very back of the park. It's so fast, and the bank turns are amazing. It's a must ride. And here's my miniature version. Next up is Rougarou. This used to be called Mantis. It was a stand-up roller coaster back in the day, but then they decided to turn it into a mediocre, lower-tiered roller coaster called Rougarou. And here's my miniature version of it. All right, this is Steel Vengeance. This used to be called Mean Streak, but then RMC came in, redid it, turned it into an amazing hybrid coaster, and this is my recreation. All right, and you all know what this one is. This is Top Thrill Dragster. Unfortunately, the ride's closed right now. There was an incredibly serious injury that happened last season, so the ride's closed. They're trying to modify it, make it safer, I hope. When they reopen it, a lot of people think there's going to be a different element to it, like they're going to redesign it, maybe add some more track. I've actually seen people that think there's going to be a vertical spike that comes out the back of it. The coaster will launch, not quite make it up the hill, roll back, go up that vertical spike, hit a second level of boosts, and then make it over. So I thought it would be cool to make a little time lapse of that design here in RollerCoaster Tycoon. So watch this time lapse and then watch the ride. And oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot Wicked Twister. They just shut down Wicked Twister like last year. So I built it really quick, and here's my miniature version of Wicked Twister. Rest in peace, my good friend. And in the place of Wicked Twister, the Wild Mouse will be opened up in 2023, hopefully. And I decided to make a short little miniature version of this ride. I hope it's cool. All right, and last but not least, this is it, the juggernaut of roller coasters. You've all waited for it, Millennium Force. I can't think of a roller coaster I've enjoyed more in my life and screamed louder on than Millennium Force. This ride was opened in 2000, broke a bazillion world records, and here's my miniature version. And you know what? I just made a massive mistake. I'm honestly embarrassed of this. I didn't do the cable lift hill. Let me fix that really quick because this is no Millennium Force without that cable lift hill. Okay, there we go. Now we've got Millennium Force. Check it out. Alright, again, and if you haven't already done this, please go down and like this video. That's seriously a huge help, and it will push out the video for more eyeballs to see. I'd also love for you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you like RollerCoaster Tycoon, Zoo Tycoon, The Sims, all kinds of games like that, you belong here. So please subscribe and join the fam. Also, I stream every Thursday morning at 6:30 a.m. Central Time, so set an alarm, wake up early with me on Thursdays. Alright, and then one more thing, if you love Cedar Point as much as I do, you're going to want to watch this next video here I made last time I visited the park. It's real life RollerCoaster Tycoon. I pretend to be a guest in the game. I filmed it at Cedar Point. It's a really awesome video, so please click over right now and watch that next.